So everybody is talking about AI. You're probably using it, right? Maybe you've even gotten pretty darn good. But let's be real for a second. There's a huge difference between knowing how to use AI and actually making money from it. That gap? Well, that's exactly what we're going to close today.
And this, right here, this is the big question, isn't it? You've put in the hours, you've learned the prompts, you have the skills. So how do you take all that knowledge and turn it into actual, real money in your bank account? You know, it's so easy to feel a little lost. The path from being a skilled user to a paid professional, yeah, it can seem pretty foggy. There's just a lot of noise out there and not a lot of clear signals. Well, we are about to cut through all that fog. We're going to give you a clear map forward.
So let's just go ahead and call this what it is, the AI money gap. It's that space between knowing something and actually doing something with it, between having a skill and turning a profit. And we're going to build a bridge across that gap by looking at 3 totally different, totally actionable ways to start earning.
But hang on, before we dive in, we need a really crucial mindset shift. When you look at an AI learning platform, please don't think of it as a job board that's just going to hand you money. Think of it as your personal toolkit, your gym, your training ground. It's there to give you the playbook and the pro-level tools you need to go out there and win on your own terms.
All right, let's get into our first route, which is probably the most direct path to getting paid, becoming an AI-powered freelancer. This is all about selling your skills as a super high-value service directly to clients who need what you know, like yesterday.
Okay, the game plan here is a classic, but we're basically supercharging it with AI. So step 1, master one specific skill. Don't be a jack of all trades. Step 2, package that skill up as a clear, easy-to-understand service. 3, you gotta build a portfolio that just screams, I get results. And finally, number 4, start with smart pricing to get those first amazing reviews, and then you raise your rates.
Now, this is so important. Look at the difference between how an amateur and a pro goes about this. The amateur says, I offer general writing. The pro? They specialize in something with obvious value, like AI-powered legal summaries. The amateur calls themselves a writer. The pro positions themselves as an AI efficiency expert. You see that? That little shift in positioning? It's everything.
And here's exactly why that pro positioning works. A client isn't paying you for words on a screen. They are paying for value. They are buying back their own precious time. They're saving money because they don't need to buy their own fancy tool subscriptions. And most importantly, they're getting a way better result way faster. Now that is something worth paying a premium for. Okay, so freelancing is amazing for active income. But what if you could build something one time and get paid for it again and again and again? Well, that brings us to our second route, the creator. This is all about building assets that can generate passive income for you.
The strategy here is just incredibly powerful, and it's simpler than you think. First, you find a painful problem for a specific group of people, and you use AI to create a digital product that solves it. Second, you use a super easy platform like Gumroad to sell it. It's just an online marketplace. And finally, you use short-form video. Think TikTok, think Reels, to show people how awesome your product is and drive tons of free traffic to it. And just like we saw with freelancing, the pro approach makes all the difference. An amateur might try to sell some vague AI-generated art, but a pro? Oh, they create viral Instagram post templates for realtors. It's so specific. They're not just selling a single image, they're selling the whole system. The prompts, the guides, the templates, the entire package that helps that realtor win.
So the big takeaway here is this: specificity sells. It just does. Any realtor on the entire planet immediately gets the value of that offer. You're not selling a fuzzy concept. You are selling a very real solution to a very painful business problem.
All right, let's move on to our third and final route. This one lets you leverage the very tools you're already using every day. Instead of just being a user, you become a promoter, and you earn affiliate commissions just by recommending those tools to other people.
This strategy is all about building your authority. First, you pick some high-quality tools that have good affiliate programs. Second, and listen, this part is key, you create content that teaches people how to earn money using that tool. See the difference? Finally, you build an audience by giving away something valuable for free, like a guide or a checklist, in exchange for their email. That email list, that becomes your most valuable asset.
Now here's a little pro tip you absolutely can't ignore. Check the cookie duration. This number, 90 days, is fantastic. It means if someone clicks your special link but doesn't actually buy for like 2.5 months, you still get paid.
Understanding little technical details like this is what separates the people who make real money from everyone else.
And if there's one single thing to take away from this entire route, it's this. Do not be a link spammer. Nobody likes it. Nobody trusts it. Be a teacher. Create content that genuinely helps people. Build an audience that trusts you because you give them real value. That trust is the most powerful sales tool you will ever have.
So, we've just mapped out 3 incredibly powerful routes: the freelancer, the creator, and the promoter. But here's the thing. All that knowledge is just a map. It doesn't mean a single thing without the most critical piece of the whole puzzle, and that's you taking action.
I absolutely love this analogy. A platform, a course, even this explainer, it can give you a perfect roadmap. It can show you every single turn you need to take, but it cannot get in the driver's seat for you. You, and only you, are the one who has to turn the key, step on the gas, and actually start the journey.
And here's another way to think about it. Right now, any time or money you spend learning this stuff, it's just an expense. It only becomes a true investment the moment you take action and use those skills to earn your first dollar. The whole goal is to turn that expense into a profit-making investment as fast as you possibly can.
So I'm going to leave you with a challenge. Don't just think about what you've learned today. Decide what you're going to do. Pick one of these routes, freelancer, creator, or promoter. What is your concrete step-by-step plan to earn your very first dollar in the next 30 days? Because that, my friends, is where the real learning truly begins.